Before I get into it, you can get 10% off this game and a bunch of other games. Check the description below, it'll link you to a Google Sheet where you can click on the link of the game you're after and get 10% off plus 50% off any in-app purchases from 3 games downloaded using my links in that spreadsheet. And you can get $30 in free Quest cash if you order a Quest 3 or Quest 3S using my affiliate links, details in the description below. If you're as old as me, you might remember when Tony Hawk's Pro Skater dropped back in 1999 on the PlayStation, N64 and Dreamcast.
I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago.
It's an absolute classic with arcade-style tricks, tight controls and a soundtrack that lived rent-free in our heads. So naturally, I kick-flipped at the chance to try out Virtual Skate, hoping it will feel like jumping straight back into one of my all-time favourite games. In Virtual Skate, your hands control the direction of the board. The controls themselves are quite simple. A and X to pop the board, B and Y to push your board along, and the different tricks involve a combination of popping the board and moving your arm in a certain direction to spin, to flip, to spin and flip, and you can grab your board too. Oh, and there are some basic options to customise your skater with different hairdos, clothes and skateboard types. The controls take a bit of getting used to, but once you've got the hang of them, they're surprisingly intuitive, and when you hit that flow, it does feel amazing. And don't judge by the gameplay you're seeing here, I'm just shy to this game. I didn't get motion sick either, which is a win for me, since driving and flying games usually don't do well for my stomach. I could happily skate around for a solid hour in this game without feeling queasy, and that's without the comfort features enabled like the customised vignette, and there's definitely some cool stuff you can pull off. Now I didn't try multiplayer, but I can only imagine it'd be a lot of fun skating around, practicing tricks and recording your friends eating the pavement. And the soundtrack for me is a personal highlight. I found the songs to be catchy and perfectly matched the vibe. Now this was the part of the video where I was meant to show you the soundtrack, but I got a copyright strike, so you're just going to have to trust me on this one. The soundtrack is pretty good. So there are 3 modes when it comes to this game: the sandbox mode, the challenges mode and the line mode. There is also a 4-player multiplayer mode which I didn't get to experience, so I won't be talking about it much here. The sandbox maps are fine, all 2 of them that is. They give you room to skate, grind and kickflip around, but every now and then you'll hit a bit of janky design like this invisible barrier that forces me to hop off my board and walk up the stairs like a chump. And the 2 maps that you get are a bit, I would say, on the smaller side. Then you have the 3 challenge maps. Now this mode is basically like Wipeout but with a skateboard. Beat the clock for bronze, silver and gold. Easily my favourite mode, also the one I am the worst at. So even with cranking up the gravity down to moon levels and making my board stick to rails harder than Magneto at a scrapyard, I still ate it constantly. Now some stuff should have really been explained a bit better in this mode, like the obstacle where you have to do a manual. Don't really explain what that actually is, and the tutorial might cover them at the beginning, but you can't replay the tutorial, so if you don't know what a manual is, your best chance is to check it up on Google. And then there's the final mode, one lonely map where obstacles fly at you. It's sort of like Beat Saber, but without the beat, or the sabers. So it's not like Beat Saber at all, but anyway, it's easily the weakest mode for me. Feels quite basic, and I think that's where the game's at right now. It's an early access title, and it still needs a bit of work because these modes are fun in small doses but don't hold your attention for long. Character customization is super basic. There are no unlockables. Career mode, forget it. Point system, non-existent. There's nothing pushing you forward. It's like being dropped off at a skate park with no snacks, no friends and no sense of purpose. But it is early access, so all of that content that I think it needs might come with the full release. We just have to wait and see. But for now, is it Tony Hawk's in VR? Well, not quite yet. But does it have the potential to reach those same lofty heights that Tony Hawk's achieved? Absolutely, because the gameplay is genuinely fun. When it clicks, it really clicks. When this game works, the experience is smooth and nailing the tricks feels amazing. And with more content, a progression system, a bit of polish, Virtual Skate could absolutely be great. So if the lack of content here doesn't bother you too much, maybe you want a skateboard experience that works well in terms of its mechanics and allows you just to goof around, maybe with a few friends, Or if you want to support the developers and the game to see where this one goes and provide that initial investment in the hope that this evolves into the VR skateboarding experience that we've always wanted, then this could certainly be well worth the investment. Because whilst it isn't Tony Hawk's in VR just yet, it certainly has the potential to get there.